Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nooraan Ahmed, and today I'm going to be presenting a research about teenagers' awareness on online safety. Teenagers today are very much dependent on the internet for various different tasks like communication, studying, especially during this pandemic. However, directly related to this is the spike in cybercrimes. Cybercriminal organizations make a fortune off of our information, and they do this by either selling our personal information to marketing companies or by directly using our personal information. To tackle cybercrimes, we must use security ethics, which are just activities that are needed to better protect networking systems online. My research objective was to find out whether teenagers are aware of security ethics that are needed to better protect their personal information online. As for the research method, I conducted a survey among 10 randomly selected teenagers, all of whom were between the ages 13 and 19. My research questions were: 1, how often do teenagers come across attempts of data breach? 2, do teenagers employ safety measures adequately? When asked whether participants shared information online or shared anyone else's personal information online without consent, 20% answered yes. The problem here is that any such information that is shared online is not temporary. Hackers and hijackers, they misuse this information against us in many ways. And on top of that, it is against basic security ethics to share anyone's personal information online without consent. When asked whether they shared passwords with anyone, 60% answered yes. Again, anyone with malicious intents can misuse your passwords. They can conduct unethical activities from your accounts, and in the end, we have to face the consequences of that. So it's never a wise decision to share passwords with anyone. These findings answer my second question, which was whether teenagers employ security measures adequately. Teenagers do not employ security methods correctly. Session hijacking is a method in which the hackers, they use browser cookies, which are essentially pieces of data. They use this data to intervene in an interaction between the user and an online party to gain access to whatever information is exchanged. Actually, 55% of the participants reported that they enabled these browser cookies without checking the privacy policies. So for our safety, it is important that we at least go through the privacy policies before enabling them. I think at some point we've all encountered pop-ups like this, and these are all attempts at scamming. Scamming, it occurs to us, is a very straightforward method of stealing data, and many people are aware of and cautious against it. However, scammers, as they are interacting with the users, they can, unknown to the user, download and install malicious code onto the devices, which could potentially harm and corrupt or even steal the data on those devices. 30% of the participants reported that they opened emails from strangers, which could contain such malicious files. And all of the participants reported to have at some point received scam calls and text messages. These findings answer my first question, which was whether teenagers come across attempts at data breach. And the answer is teenagers do in fact come across attempts at data breach all the time. Scamming can occur in various forms, and the best practice here is to refrain from answering such calls and text messages. The conclusion that I derived is that teenagers face many situations which could potentially result in an information breach. However, many do not know how to effectively use security methods to better protect their personal information online. Awareness about security ethics, privacy policies, and avoiding unwanted communication through scam calls and text messages are just a few methods to tackle common cybercrimes. It is our responsibility to spread awareness about this problem in our society by making use of awareness programs. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you.